Bear Grylls helps a couple come back together with a new wild reckoning here on BBC One Scotland at 2. Now, couples hunting bargains.
Welcome to Sorcha and Lilac, the Island Knitter podcast TV. I'm Claire, and here you'll find a cosy mix of knitting, music and stories inspired by Orkney life.
Well, hello, it's me again. And this time I've got another little project I've been wanting to do for quite a while. Always liked this cardigan. The only thing is I had made a mistake in it. And you might not be able to see it, and actually, after all this time, neither can I. But what I've decided to do, because it was made in pieces, is unpick it all and then remake it using the same pattern, and because I'd done it in pieces, that was always a thing that made me go, ooh, I don't like that. So, do you want to join me in unpicking this cardigan? Yeah, well, let's get to it.
I love to watch the floral rain descend from a blossom tree. It blankets all my pain, swaddles like a potpourri, magnolia white as a crane, cherry a morning glory, everything heavenly in its way.
I'm going to take off the buttons. Quite simply, just nipping them off. You've got five nice red buttons here, I like them. Trying not to cut off where the actual knitting is. Just behind the button. Okay, so that's that done. Now, where I'm going to start next is here. So let's just see what I did. Well, I actually crocheted this together. This might take a bit of doing. Where did it finish? Probably round about here. So I'll just nip in the end there. See if I can just nip it in there. I'm using a pair of hairdressing scissors because they've got a nice sharp point. Yes, not that easy, is it? So maybe I'm just going to clip into the actual end and see what happens. Yeah, that looks as if it could undo.
To watch the floral rain descend from a blossom tree. It blankets all my pain, swaddles like a potpourri, magnolia white as a crane, cherry a morning glory, everything heavenly in its way. And I wish it was April now. Pavement cafes in
Trick up this end then.
not a tea room darkened, how bombarded by artistic senses. I love to watch the floral rain descend from a blossom tree. It blankets all my pain, swaddles like a potpourri, magnolia white as a crane, cherry a morning glory, everything heavenly in its way. And I wish it was April now.
For some reason we can get into it up here, just underneath the cast off edge, and for some reason it's working better here, but that was a difficult bit. There you go. We're getting there slowly. Let me see if I can get in there. No, you can see that sticking up there. Let's flip that off. Part of me says just snip into it, because by the time we get to the end of this, so I've cut that little bit off the top. Let's see what happens. There you go. We're starting to unpick that. Yeah, that's doing good. Yeah. Oh, we're almost there. Go on, go for it. Yes! Right, so there you go. We haven't done that. Thankfully, there's only one of those. So now I'm going for the buttonhole band. Now, what it looks like is when I cast on, because I cast on from the bottom up and knitted bottom up, that this particular buttonhole band was knitted into the rib, and then I left it on, must have left it on a needle or a stitch holder, and knitted up the band afterwards. Now, as you can see, it's got a bit of a seam there, hasn't it? So we're going to have to cut into that. So what I do is generally just pull it right apart and see where the stitching was done. So I clip that and hope that I've clipped the right one. Let's have a look. Yes. Have we got it? Yeah, it doesn't seem to come undone on the main body. Keep away from the main body. That's part of the stitching, I think. It's not an easy thing to do when you're doing it this way. Have to be careful that you're not catching the actual main body. Yeah, so I'll be doing this for a little while. I think the trouble is that over time you've washed it and it stays together. So I'm just now hoping that I am picking the right stitch. Otherwise, when I come to roll it up, there's going to be lots of ends, which I don't really want. So I'm now starting from the top down where we undid that seam. I'm going to come in there, really, because that's just right. And as you can see, I've got rid of that bit there. And so now I'm just going to snip down there, hopefully catching the right stitches. There's one of... I don't mind so much if the buttonhole band comes out in pieces. It's the bigger pieces I want to keep, because that's where I get the majority of my yarn. Well, I did a very good job on this, which I don't understand. You see now I've caught there, maybe. I've maybe caught there. Maybe I should have gone in there. Can catch that one there. Right, better be careful. My other thought was maybe I had knitted this band actually into the main part of the body, but it's a while since I've knitted this, so I don't remember. I'm soon going to find out when I come to actually roll up the yarn. Almost there. Right. Yeah, I think that's what's happened. Well, we're going to find out sooner or later. So there we are, down to that bit. Now, I am hoping I haven't done too much damage to that edge. Now, to be able to finish that off, I've got to take off the sleeve. So let's have a look inside. I'm wondering if I'd pick that up. Let's see, what's it look like at the bottom? Cast off, that's a cast off edge. So I have picked up the stitches on here. So I have to start from the bottom upwards. So I'm going to have to undo the sleeve here. Yep, it sees. Yes, I can see that that's what I did. So we're not doing so bad. So I have to undo all the sleeve. Oh. Okay. There we go. There we go. Although I do enjoy piecework, you can understand why people like to do things in the round, because it is so much easier to unpick for a start off. And there was no seaming involved when you come to doing a sleeve on the round. There is a big advantage to doing knitting in the round, for definite. I can see that myself. I almost feel like saying, don't do this at home. Not because it's dangerous, but because it's so appallingly a slow job. And that's when you appreciate the fact that you might have already got on your video editing package a speed, so you can speed it up. So it's not going to be a simple job as I had hoped it would be, but the end result is going to be fine. I'd always been asked about a pattern for this one. Well, now I'm going to recreate it, so then you will get a knitting pattern for this style of cardigan. There's a couple of other patterns coming up. There's one that's being test knitted at the moment called the Hirossi cardigan. I've also got one called the Horseshoe cardigan, which I'm at the moment writing up. Then this one will be next, and I'm thinking of calling this the Linklet cardigan, or Linklater cardigan. That name is sort of a reference to heather, a heatherstone. Oop. Getting a tickly nose. And I knitted this in two strands. I knitted this in cotton, and this one, which was, do you know, I don't know what that one was, but it's a nice pink. I'm not quite sure which one that was. There we are. I'll have to look back on my Ravelry account because I'm sure I put it on there. Here we are, coming to the end. Right, so the question is, I can take it all the way back down there now, look. It's going to let me go down the side. So I can take the whole piece off. And that's good, isn't it? Yep. What am I going to do with it when it's done? I'm not sure if I'm going to make it a more cropped style or keep it the longer. It just depends on how much wool I can harvest from this garment successfully. I would like to get the whole lot, but I'm quite certain that cutting into some places is not going to be very clever. See, so when I get to the bottom, this sort of stage, I can cut that bit off because it's just tangling up now. This was just what I sewed it up with. There you go. As you can tell, I'm a great recycler. I mean, if I was really up for it, I could make a couple of little jumpers for a couple of little girls, you know what I mean? But I'm not. That's what I'm up to today. Now, come to a junction where I've probably joined in some more. Yeah, it feels like it. Where I've joined in some more yarn. Let's have a look. Yeah. Here we go. Whoop. Yeah, there you go. So we're doing well. So now we just go to the bottom again. Keep doing this all the way down. You could do this with quite a lot of the jumpers you've made and you've not worn, and then redo it into something you perhaps might like again. I did that recently with one I'd not worn. A skirt I'd not worn, and that became the knitted trousers. I might have to come back to the knitted trousers for you, because what I noticed was I didn't much like the flare so at the bottom. So what I'm going to do is just take it back, take both legs back to that, and then just keep carrying on in the sort of Aran rib all the way down, and that will generally give it a little I've set up a Ko-fi.com account, so it's ko-fi.com/Sorcha and Lilac. So if you want to support me, want to help me to broaden my audience, just buy me a coffee. Would you please buy me a coffee? And if you want to watch my spring knits for 2026, why not watch this video on the screen right now?